Howdy, howdy. Ando here from Happy Life Martial Arts. Welcome to weekly workout number 10. Our theme today is the hammer fist. Up till now, we've mostly been hitting with open hands. Today, I want you to curl up those fingers, thumb always outside, please, and let's focus on using our fist. Now, most people, once they make a fist, automatically want to start hitting with those hard knuckles. But that can be a problem if you start hitting other hard bones. You might end up breaking your hand. We'll get to that another time. For today, let's focus on a different part of the fist, the softer bottom or side, depending on how you're holding it. The hammer fist is a fantastic weapon. You can hit the head, the body, the groin, the hood of a car, a coyote. You can pretty much hit anything with a hammer fist, and your hand is probably going to be okay. And that's important, because if you ever have to use it, I want you to have confidence in it. So, how about a quick sip of water, then stop. Hammer time. Okay, let's go. As always, please clear your space. I don't want you to break anything, including you. Also, pick your pace. Remember, we might have different goals and different capabilities. That's cool. What's important is that you made this time to work on yourself. So, however you want to mix and match these movements or do your own thing, that's fine. Push yourself, but don't hurt yourself. All right, let's start off on the ground today. I'll meet you down here. Let's start. Because a couple of workouts ago, the fall up workout, we made a promise. Didn't we make a promise to each other that every day we would get in touch with the ground, Mother Earth? So let's start with that. Bring your feet in. You can cuddle your head, give yourself a helmet, and let's just rock back, roll back. Let's start here today. Connect to the ground. Try to ball up a little bit, round it out. No corners in your body, no corners. Nice and soft and round. What's that? You don't want to be soft and round? Well, there's a time and place for everything. Right now, yes, soft and round. All right, we're going to move now into standing up, self-defense style. So let's start with our elbows and our knees together. Start shelling up. Get your head up off the floor. And as we roll up, you remember this, don't you? One hand down, one hand up. If there's a bad guy standing right there, my hand tells me where my knee's gonna go. So I'm gonna start with knee and then foot on that spot. And then I'm gonna bring my knee back down and replace it with my hand. So knee, foot, and then knee, hand. Let's do that a few times for reps. Ready? Knee, foot, and knee, hand. Knee, foot, and knee, hand. Just keep right here on the spot and keep looking up. That's important. I have my stuffed dummy here to look at, but look up at your hand at the very least. Try to get up with one hand and keep looking up. One more. Good, and let's just switch legs. We'll go the other way. All right, so same thing. Hand is strong, look up and put your knee on the ground, get strong here, then put your foot on the ground. Nice. Then back down and back down. Ready, knee, foot, knee, hand. Knee, foot, knee, hand. Knee, foot. Keep that going, a couple more. Whoo, lower body, getting ready for action here. Keep your head up, hand up, spirit up, huh? Last one more. Very good. Okay, stand up, catch your breath. Ah, very good. A little bit of a bounce, shake it out. Ah, wiggle your feet, side to side, forward and backward. Ah, let anything that's bugging you out. Shake it into the floor, shake it off. Get rid of it. Okay, while we have this little bounce moving, let's keep one foot in front, one foot in back. Let's put our hands up, okay? And let's just shuffle forward, shuffle backwards. Just little steps. Not going for a speed record right now. Just little steps up, little steps back. Little steps up, little steps back. Switch your foot. Remember, I don't count. Do what feels right for you. Just keep one foot in front, one foot in back for now. And hands up at all times, okay? Good. Now let's do the same thing, side to side, just warming up here. So keep that one foot in the front, one foot in back, and I really want you to just keep those hands up and just sidestep one way and the other. I'm not crossing my legs right now, so try to keep that tunnel in between your legs, but just side to side with your hands up. Side to side with your hands up. Good. You got this. Good. Switch your front foot. Same thing. Chin down a little bit. Remember bones up from last time? Yeah, so put that forehead down a little bit. Elbows up in front a little bit more. Knuckles up in front. Bend your knees. Shell up a little bit here. One foot in front. Very nice. Good. Okay. Back to a bounce. A little bit. Feels good. Now here's what I'd like to do. This is going to be an important theme today. Feeling heavy. So what I'd like you to do, we're going to jump. That means we're going to go up and then boom. When you come down, I want you to actually feel the weight of your body, boom, hit into the ground and bounce up, okay? Now if your knees are bad and you just want to raise your calves and just drop like that, that's fine. You don't need big air on this. But if you can add a little air, go ahead. So a little bounce. Now we're going to jump. Jump, land heavy. Okay, a little bounce. Jump. Right. Really try to impact the ground. Make a big splash. Up. All right, big puddle. You're 4 years old. Let's make a big splash. Jump. Good. What happens to your spine when you do that? You start feeling, no. Find that comfortable spot for you to drop your weight. Jump. Good. One more. Big jump. Good. Shake that out for a moment. You know, when you stand on an old-fashioned scale with a needle, you step up, you see your weight, but then what happens to that needle if you jump on the scale? Right? The needle starts to jump up too. So we're trying to figure out how to use our body weight in a way that adds weight so that we can use it to fight back, okay? Remember, when I'm doing martial arts, I always want to use my whole body. So right now I'm trying to really get the feeling of my weight. Let's take that same feeling, this jump and boom, heavy, but instead of jumping up now, we'll just start 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, hands up, and let's just, right from here, drop. Like you're in an elevator and someone cut the cable and just boom, you just drop. So let's just try that on your own pace, but just boom, drop. See if you can just let it go and feel your body weight. Like you're on a scale and you want to see that needle jump. Make the needle jump. Still keeping my back straight. Still keeping my eyes up, looking at the bad guy. Good. One more on this side. Nice. Switch your feet. All right. Nothing fancy here. It's a feeling. So you could even close your eyes on this round. How about that? So 1 foot's in front, 1 foot's in back. Bend your knees. Keep your back nice and straight. And hands up. Ready? And just a little bit of movement. And when you feel ready, cut the cable and just drop. Feel your body weight. Good. Just drop it. If it feels good to exhale when you do that, then do that. Good. How heavy can you feel? How heavy? Cool. You don't have to make weird noises like I am. One more. How about that? Good. Shake that out. Now, when you drop your weight, let's remember that there's a reaction, okay? So if this hurts your knees or your back, it might be because you're trying to hold that down position. Let's just do a couple more, but allow your body that little bit of a bounce. Don't just drop and then hold it and then feel that this is no good for you. It's not, okay? I'd like to feel the natural movement here. I'm making a deal with gravity. I'm saying, okay, gravity, here's me standing up. I don't want to go down. Here's me agreeing with you. I'm down. But then here's me getting my body back, okay? So drop and then let that bring you up a little bit. I'm not going to stand up, but you're moving and then you just drop and right back up. It's just a pulse. Switch your feet if you haven't. Heavy. Good, one more. Make sense? I just want you to feel your body weight. That's all. Now that you've felt it, let's just stand. Let everything go. Everything bad, that is. Stand tall. Claim this space. We've talked before about filling our space. Today, let's think about holding this space. We were just moving around with our shuffle. Yes, there's a time to move, to evade, to escape. But in self-defense, there's also a time to hold your ground, to put your foot down, literally and in the metaphoric sense, that this is it. I'm not giving up this space. So don't just stand tall. Feel that body weight. Fill this space. Hold this space. Wind blowing. You're not moving. Wave crashing down around you. You're not moving. Someone staring you down, trying to intimidate you. I'm not moving. For right now, just choose to hold your ground. Big breath. Connect back to the ground through your feet. Heavy. Make the needle on that scale rise. Good, okay. Now, we're talking about the hammer fist today, so that means your hand. Let's warm up our hands. Let's wake them up with some grippers. So here's all you have to do. This is up to you. You're going to open up your hands as far as you can, and then you're going to squeeze your hands as tight as you can. And we're going to do that until I say stop. Okay? Now, it's very easy just to say, oh, this is easy. This is nothing. Well, that's because you're only doing half. That's not even half. You're not even squeezing hard. So really pop your fingers open as hard as you can, and then squeeze your hands as hard as you can, as fast as you can. Ready? I'll do these right here with you. Ready? Hands open, set, go. Open and close, open and close, open and close. Good. And let's put our hands straight out, open and close, open and close, open and close. All the way open, and then really squeeze. Use that thumb. It's so easy to give up on this. Don't give up yet. Open and close, open and close. Squeeze, squeeze, faster. It's just all harder and faster, harder and faster. Come on now, squeeze. One more, and hold it, squeeze, and shake it out. Ooh, if you don't feel those, you have not been following the instructions. Faster, harder. That's all you have to keep telling yourself. We're gonna do it one more time. This time, I want your hands up in this direction, okay? So palms up. It's worse. So get ready. Here we go, hands out in front. Ready? Squeeze and open. Go, squeeze and open. Ah. Oh, I can hear you. I can actually hear you right now. And it makes me happy. All right, faster, focus. Tighter. There's always something you can make better here. So either faster, stronger, or both. Come on. And one more squeeze, hold it, squeeze, shake it out. Oh, you feel that? Do your hands feel awake? All right, while our hands are awake, let's add one more thing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze our fists as hard as we can. Just keep your elbows pinned to your body, and we're just gonna lift up our hands as fast as we can, over and over again, while squeezing as hard as you can. Okay, so we're combining speed and strength here. Ready. Make your feet comfortable. We're just gonna do one set of this. So just get ready. Squeeze your hands tight, thumbs outside. Ready, one up, one down, go. One up, one down. Keep squeezing. Don't forget the squeeze. Breathe. Faster. 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 Squeeze though. A little more. 5, 4, 3. Faster. 2, 1. Woo. Please tell me you feel that. I'm not the only one around here suffering, am I? Okay, shake that out. We're gonna take a moment now, catch your breath, and let's talk about the hammer fist. All right, hammer fist. This is what we're talking about today. Turning your hand into one of these, right? Everybody feels powerful when they're holding a hammer. Wouldn't that be great to be in every self-defense situation with a hammer? Sure. Well, here's the idea. It doesn't travel in a straight line. I'm not pushing with a hammer. It travels in an arc. Okay. And it's only effective if there is weight going in the same direction as the strike. So the biggest mistake with real hammers or hammer fists is that people tend to graze. They send the hammer across the nail. This is a nail. If you want to use the hammer, that arc has to be timed so that the weight is going down into the nail. But of course, you'll see amateur carpenters, slap, and the nail gets bent. So same thing with our hand. We don't want our hammer fists to turn into these glancing blows that are just scraping off of a target, right? That's bad self-defense. That you'll see, unhand me. So I'm not trying to scrape with this. I want impact. So let's practice this. You can start right with your bare hand, okay? You don't need anything fancy. So just one hand open, one hammer fist, and just lift up your hand, relax, and see how heavy you can make your hand drop into the other one. Just make it heavy. That's a nail. This is the hammer. And I would encourage you not to think about muscling it down. Just like if you use a real hammer, you don't have to go, you have to wind up. The weight of the hammer helps you, right? It's designed that way. So same thing, just let the weight of your arm, heavy. Let it drop. Okay, switch hands if you haven't already. Palm, hammer, just drop it down. Up, down. And just tell yourself, heavy. I want this to be heavy. Make it be heavy. Yup. You can hear it. You can certainly feel it. Which ones are kind of, a little slippery, and which ones have some weight to them. So put some weight in there. Feel good? Yeah? Now I would highly recommend, if you have a pillow or a couch or a pillow on top of a chair or the end of your bed, whatever you've got, every day, if you can find some time to just take that hand and be heavy, just be heavy on it. It feels so good to have that kind of power in your hand at all times. So I'll leave that for you to play with. For right now, let's take our hands, stand up. Let's adopt our stance here with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, arms up, okay? And let's just practice the 1, 2, but instead of doing palm, palm, let's just drop a hammer and drop a hammer. 2 of those heavy hands that you just warmed up. All right, so here we go. Front hand first, if you don't mind. Ready? Hammer and hammer. Here we go. Hammer, hammer. I'm definitely rotating my body when I'm doing that, just like if I'm throwing punches. So let that be free. Boom, boom. Okay? Feel the weight of your hand. That's what we're focusing on right now. Just a couple more. One more. Switch your feet. Other side, same thing. Clench those fists, thumbs outside, and drop the hammer, and drop the hammer, okay? Strong. You got this? Hopefully this feels strong. If you're hitting your couch right now, I'll bet your neighbors know if you're doing a good job or not. Good. Now, hold it 1 sec. Now that you have that heavy feeling in your hands, we want to combine it with the heavy feeling in our legs. So before, when we were dropping our weight on that scale, now I want you to add that to this. So it's your whole body coordinated, at the same time. All right, so let's just do a couple more of these. Just dropping 1, 2. But pretend you're on that scale and move the needle. Just add your body. Keep going. Let that feel as heavy as you can. Switch your feet. Same thing. Front hand first, drop it, and drop it. Let your whole body help you. You don't have to be tense. It's the opposite. Let gravity help you. Pull it down there. Meaning you don't have to push it so much. Just let it get pulled back to earth. Okay, shake that out. Did that feel powerful? I'm not kidding. These hammer fists are tough. Let's take that same heavy hammer and let's just change the trajectory. Sometimes the nails might be this way, right? Sometimes they're down here. So a side hammer, instead of this bottom of the fist, we're going to turn our hand and we're going to hit this way, like you're swinging a baseball bat or chopping down a tree with an axe. So same fist, different direction. Let's warm that up a little bit. So 1 foot in front, 1 foot in back. Let's use our front hand. Okay, so use your front hand. You don't have to wind up too much for right now. I just want you to feel heaviness turning. Okay, just take that side and boom, turn it. You don't have to just stick it out and pull it back right now. I don't want you to hurt your elbow. Just feel the weight of your arm going away from you in a circle. Throw the arm away. If it helps, sometimes you can give yourself a little hug. That's kind of like a wind up. After you give yourself that little hug, then just let it go. Close your hand, give yourself a hug, and let it go. Okay? So a little hug, let it go. Little hug, let it go. Little hug, let it go. Nice. Switch your feet. Same thing on this side. So your front hand, if you want to start with a little bit of a hug, a little bit of a wind up, just like you're sitting with a baseball bat, chopping down a tree, and just let it go. Side, hammer. Heavy. Stay heavy. Keep your other hand up. You have to go too hard. I don't want you to hurt your shoulder. Okay, if your hand's flying all the way around and going to the other side, take it easy, take it easy. Just nice and easy. Just a bit of a wind up and then let it go. Nice. All right. Very good. Beautiful. Okay, shake that out. Now, very quickly, I said earlier that it's such a great weapon because you can hit pretty much anything. Let's get a little more specific. Catch your breath for 1 sec here while I bring my friend Bobby Badgeiski over. So, like I said, we do not want to graze and just kind of slide around the bad guy. I want that hand to feel just like this. I want that hammer to go into his nose or on his collarbone. If I have to hit upwards into the groin, if I have to hit into the arm, inside or outside, on the forearm, the wrist, into the neck, wherever I'm going to hit, into the solar plexus, so many places. So take your hand and just think for a moment. Well, you can use me. Think about hammering right down on the bridge of my nose. Right there, just wham. You don't have to wind up too much, just boom. Drop it right from here and just boom. Feel that heavy weight. Again, I'm going to drop my weight and create a very heavy arc. So that comes down very heavy. All right? It travels, but you just got to time that target. So you hit it when you want to. Weight. Okay? You could aim for collarbones, let's say. So I'll stand right here for you. So imagine your hands are up and then just whack, just right down on that collarbone, like you're going to put it right into the floor. Wham, or wham. Really very effective target. Not talked about too much, but pretty effective. All right, now let's take that side hammer and imagine turning my head with it, one way or the other. Just targeting, boom, to make my head turn. Now, of course, we're throwing the hand all the way through, but when you hit something or someone, this will stop your hand. So even though we're throwing full momentum, I'm only expecting my hand to go this far. I'm hitting through, but I know that power, I don't want to hold back my own power. So don't just look at a target and just go, there. No, I'm going all the way through, okay, for right now. Great. All right, so now that we have an idea of what we're hitting, let's start throwing some combos here. Let's put these things together with some moves that we already know. For instance, how about the old dobo? That's right, I didn't forget that word. Dobo, double elbow. By unanimous decision, we put it up for a vote. Delbo was not approved. Dobo. So here's what we're doing. We're going to charge in, right? Bad guy's coming, and I don't want to be here. Double elbows, and I'm going to crash right into him. From inside this arm, now I'm going to use that side hammer to turn his head. So crash in, heavy side hammer, and let's follow it up with a palm heel strike to keep him going in that direction. Make sense? So they're coming forward, grabbing or trying to push you or whatever that is. Put your chin down. Remember the pike, elbows, dobo in. Got it? Front hand, turn his head. Other hand, keep him going in that direction. Okay? So dobo, side hammer, palm heel. Dobo, side hammer, palm heel. Let's work that out. Go ahead, go ahead. So you're standing, step in, side hammer, and palm. And then move out of the way. Another one. In, hammer, and palm. And get out of the way. In, hammer, palm. Get out of the way. In, hammer, palm. Get out of the way. In, hammer, palm. Okay? I'm throwing a lot at you here, but this is workout number 10. So we're doing 3 different things here. We're going in, then we're making a circle, and then we're coming back out with a palm heel. So a couple more, see if you can make that 1 count. Okay, so you're just in, hammer, palm. In, hammer, palm. Okay, see if you can tie those together. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, shake that out. Let's try another one. Let's use that same dobo, which again could be a double elbow strike, or it could be really double hammer fists on a target. All right, when we use this move for the first time in the blocks workout, we were mostly just thinking about protecting our head and using it like a strike to just get in. But we were focusing a lot on the elbows. Since we're talking about hammer fists today, let's realize that you could be making impact with the elbows or the hands or both. So as I'm charging in, maybe I hit him in the solar plexus, in the body, but my hand's also right there into the face. Maybe my elbow hits the arm, and now this hand's right there ready for the hammer. So basically, I'm just taking all my soft targets, I'm putting bones in between us and these fists in between us. We can use knuckles, sure, but today we're using hammer fists. So first move, on this combo, let's dobo in, then let's pull him into a knee. Now when you knee someone, even a dummy, you see how he starts to bend forward. This presents a new target right here on the back of the head. So this is where I'm going to drop a big hammer, and then we'll move, okay? So on the other side, I'm going to dobo in to one side of his center. I'm going to use my top hand to pull while I knee in. Now my hand is right on top where I'm set up for a hammer strike to the back of the head. All right? Is that a serious strike? Yes, it is. Should we only be doing this in serious situations? You know that, of course. So let's practice that. Hands are up. I don't want to fight. I want to get back. I want to get away. I can't. Okay. In, knee, hammer, and get away. Okay? In, knee, hammer. You see that turn? Make sure you're turning on that hammer. So I'm starting in straight, knee, and now I'm turning for that hammer. Turning for the hammer. So you can follow me if you like. Left foot forward, right foot back. In, right knee, Put that foot down and hammer back to the middle. Okay? In, knee, hammer. If you want to speed that up, be my guest. In, knee, hammer. In, knee, hammer. In, knee, hammer. Good. Other foot in front if you haven't already. So, same idea. I don't want to fight. I never do. You know this by now, right? I should say it every time. We don't want to fight. We're the good guys. But I can't run. No one's going to help me. This guy's about to hurt me. I know it. So get in. Protect yourself. Lift up that knee. Now you have a new target. Turn. Hammer. Drop the hammer. That's right. Drop the hammer. In. Knee. Hammer. In. Knee. Hammer. So this side, I have my right foot forward. In. Knee. Hammer. Got it? Give me a couple more. Let's go. You got this. In, knee, hammer. Keep your eyes open. In, knee, hammer. Don't forget about being heavy. All right, that's very important. You slow down. For today, I'd rather see you go a little bit slower, but feel heavy on every move than just to go quickly and do it ineffectively. All right, so let's do one slowly together. How about that? Slowly. Let's do this together. I'll go this way. In, heavy. Were you heavy on that? Let's do that again. That first step, dobo. Make it heavy. Now make that knee heavy. Now make this turn heavy. Got it? Try that one more time. Start off strong. Maybe you were moving, but now we're going to hold our ground. Step in, heavy. Good. Heavy knee. Heavy hammer. And then get out of there. Run, run, run. Running would be not holding your ground. That would be moving your ground. Let's try one more little combo. Let's put this together using our hammer down and then using our hammer sideways and then pushing them away. This movement is super effective, or at least it fits in a lot of places. Whether this is an arm sticking out and I'm on the outside of the bad guy and I'm knocking something down this way and then coming back up to their head and then pushing them away and kicking or running, great. Or even if I'm on the inside position and I'm knocking something down, turning their head and palming again. So we're just mixing up those three moves again. That down hammer, side hammer, and a palm. Let's rep that out a little bit. Hands up. Here we go. So down, then give yourself that little hug there, side, and straight with that palm. Okay? I'm going to switch my feet every time. Down, side, and palm. Feeling heavy. Move the needle on the scale. Down, side, palm. Yeah, down, side, palm. Moving all the time. I'm moving my ground here. Down, side, palm. Step in a little bit. Down. Step in, side. Step in, palm. Just to really feel the weight of your body on every move. Keep going. In real life, you may get crowded really fast. So you may not have time or ability to keep moving forward. But you should always be thinking forward. Okay? You may be moving backwards, but you need to keep that weight and that sensation in your brain of the body being heavy and moving forward. Let them run into things that are very solid and heavy, no matter which direction you're going in. All right, shake that out. Whew. All right, fix your shirt. Fix your hair. Let me move Bobby Badgeiski out of the way here for a moment. We have one more little drill for fun. I'll meet you on the ground. Come on down here. Okay, so hammer fist. Let's add this into our ground sparring. You remember ground sparring, don't you? Right, that's where we use the earth as our sparring partner, our bad guy. So the idea will be to start with your hands on the ground, just like you have your hands up from a bad guy. And from here, we're gonna work anything you can. We've got palm heel strikes. Lift up your fingers, so using your palms. You can pretend like you're pushing someone away, drop your head and push away from your hands. Push. We added elbows, either across or up. You can add those. You can lift up your knee like you're throwing knee strikes. Awesome. And now today, you can also curl up that hand and put a fist on the ground. Not knuckles, not today. Hammer. Side hammer as well. You can come across this way or down this way. Okay, so that's what I would like to do. We're just gonna go, I don't have my stopwatch, that's fine. I trust you, we're just gonna do this as long as we can. Well, until as long as I can. Are you ready? So mix it up. I'll remind you of some techniques just to make sure you're mixing them in, but let's get going. Big breath. Okay. Hands. Go. Maybe some palm heels right off the bat. Good. Hammer. Since that was today, use that hammer. Just feel it. You don't have to hit the ground so hard you get hurt, but just feel how your body's coordinating to make things happen. Elbows. Don't forget your elbows. Touch the ground with your elbow. Good. Push away. Push away. Palms. Knee. Good. Double elbows. Put your elbows on the ground. Nice. Palms. Double elbows. Hammer. Knees. Good. Turn. Right. Get out of the way. Let's start adding that pivot back. So palms, knee, and turn. Good. Hammer. Hammer. Elbow. Elbow. And turn. Good. Push away. Palm. Palm. And turn. Knees. Elbows. Push away. Hammer. Turn. Hammer. Side hammer. Knee. Palm. Palm. Turn. One more. Palm. Palm. Whatever you want. Hammer. Side hammer. Knee. Turn. Knee. Hammer. Elbow. Turn. Push. And let's stop right there, shall we? Oh, all right. I really should have a towel. My microphone might be short-circuiting again. Let's just sit up tall for a moment while we're here. Hard part's over, I think. Sometimes reflection is more difficult. Take a breath before we think. Same thing. First, claim your space. Fill your space, starting with a nice big breath. And now, today, hold your space. Stay right here. Same idea. Cyclone, wind, blowing in your face. You're holding strong. Sitting at the beach, wave, crashing in your face. You're holding strong today. Someone's trying to intimidate you, insult you, move ahead at your expense. Not today. Hold your ground. And now a question for reflection. Do people take you seriously? When you voice an opinion, do they believe that you believe what you're saying? When you tell people you're going to do something, do they take that as the gold standard? Like, yep, it's going to happen now because they said it. When you make a move, is it decisive and committed? All of us have different degrees of commitment to what we do, which means we have different degrees of weight behind what we do, just like the hammer. A light, flimsy hammer that's grazing does not get the job done. But one good hit that's timed properly and angled properly can put that nail right into the wood. My challenge to you and for me is that everything we do has that feeling of weight, gravitas, seriousness, that if I say it, it's true. If I say I'm going to do it, it's going to happen. And if I hit, I commit. It sounds easy. These are just words. But the feelings that go with them can be difficult. But know this. If you can't speak with weight, if people don't take your words seriously, if you just come off as some lightweight human being, then the odds are you're never going to get where you want to go and you're never going to get the things that you want to achieve. It's just the way the world is. At some point, you have to throw your weight around. It starts with words. If you can't speak your mind, you definitely can't throw a punch that's going to land with any kind of power. It all goes together. So that's my challenge to you. Reflect on, does anyone take you seriously? Who takes you seriously? Why does this group take you seriously, but maybe not this group? Why is that? Why do you throw your weight around with this person, but not that person? Big questions, worth some thought. I just hope that at the end of it, you're no lightweight. Be a heavyweight. When you hit, commit. Drop the hammer. Okay, that's what I wanted to cover today. I hope that made some sense. Until I see you next time, my heavyweight hero, smiles up. Let that smile be your shield and your sword. Keep fighting for a happy life.